Hi everyone, we are back with mission 23 of the campaign. Still in chapter 1, we only have one option here, the Corrupted City. This is kind of a hybrid go fast puzzle while also doing a lot of combat, so this is pretty interesting. Fight some revenants, some wraiths and molds, so these are kind of the scariest enemies typically, so to get to fight a bunch of them will be cool. As far as gear goes, and loadout stuff, the usual on the rogue, sense weakness, because we have the ranger, movement cards, stun, and then if we end adjacent, we are bringing skull rattle shot as the utility stun, movement card, that single target damage option, as well as I've been just favoring Wild Bloom over Piercing Arrow. They seem to cover similar niches. I feel like I've been liking Wild Bloom more, so I'm just going to go with that one. And then for the Vanguard, we're going to take our two best area damage attacks between its hero time and Bladefall, and then our two grit options between Into the Fray and Preparation. As far as the loadout of trinkets, same as well. The only difference on the Rogue is we've also upgraded now our... we've upgraded to the Terror Strike Drum up from the Elephant Trot. So instead of 2 in a straight line, we can do 3 however we want and do damage along the way. So this is really strong. I could have switched this earlier, to be honest. I just was too lazy to check the market, to be honest. So we have now upgraded from the Confuse Tattered Cape to the Venomine for stun, and then Charge 2 to move 3+ damage. So some cool trinket upgrades there. The Fate cards I'll quick show off, no changes there. So yeah, let's jump in and give this one a try. This timer, the timer on this mission on Shadowstone difficulty is very tight, so we do have to be mindful of this. We have to push. There's a lot of tempo required on this mission, so let's check it out. So we need to bring this ram all the way to the other side of the mission, but the problem is when anyone's holding the ram, they are weak 2 and slowed 1, so it makes it really hard to get it all the way to the other side. I find that the ranger is pretty okay with holding on to this. Their passive means that they can afford to lose a little bit of damage because they have so much anyway, and if they're just always moving forward, then it doesn't really impact them. So I'm going to pick this up first and just get this moving. And these are teleporters, so it'll teleport me here. When I grab this, I can just end here, which will put me exactly 3 away, at least from this guy. So I think this is a good play here to get this stun off immediately. So let's grab the ram. We're now weak 2 and slowed 1, basically permanently for the rest of the mission, which is okay. Should be able to deal with that. So we'll teleport and over here. Now we're exactly 3 away. Let's use our trinket to guarantee the stun. And a little bit of damage. Nice, +2. Okay. I think I want to get my Vanguard 2 grit as soon as possible, just to start stacking that up. Kind of want to take out this wraith. And then the rogue. The rogue, I can't do anything because I have a lot of like move or teleport first. I think I'm going to have to burn the Terror Strike Drum to get into range here. And then maybe do a Smoke and Mirrors. This one's stunned, so I might as well Smoke and Mirrors this mold here. So let's do that. Alright. So you can see this effect does some damage when you touch them. I'm gonna walk on this just to clear some of that. Nice, and I'm very okay with this. Okay. We'll get the blind off here, so then we don't really need to worry about this guy a whole lot. teleport here. So we're working on this guy. Nice. I was worried it was going to target the rock, but luckily we are all good. Alright, so let's try to get that 2 grit into the fray to move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could move here and just take him out. Or at least get close. Because I don't know. They're blind, so I don't really care if they heal a bit. I mean, that would kind of be convenient. They'd get all this out of the way. So I'm just going to focus on the Wraith here. Get our 1 grit and get an extra grit. So as long as we don't pull a -1. Nice. Okay. Alright, so we are moving up. Alright, get those out of our way. Sure, you can heal a little bit. That's fine. You're going to do no damage. Oh, I didn't get Shroud. That was kind of dumb, but something I didn't consider. That's okay. I think I'm just going to open this up maybe? Like between our... Because what I can do here, maybe it is I can do this, actually. If I do a little bit of damage, it might be enough to get the mold. What do we want to do on the rogue? We could just stun and move about our day. Yeah, maybe that is the play. Let's see what's cooking over here. Okay, open these up. Alright, we want to stay away from that. So we don't want to 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna pull as well, so we kind of have to be like 6 away. So I think this is only 5 gold. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. And we can move over here. I think I do want to just open these up with the ranger. Do I want to save a stun for a skull rattle on them? Maybe? And if I up this, I have it guaranteed even with the -1 anyway. And then I can stun with the... Yeah, I'll save the stun on the ranger and use it maybe on the rogue. So let's open these up. Great, we get the strengthen as part of our fate card. And look at that. We likely covered up the oil patches that were going to get to us there. Can't do enough damage. We do have Tusk Charger triggered, which will be good. I kind of want it to be me that gets pulled. So I can get close, and I'm still 4 away then. It is an attack 9. Since weakness is hilarious because of the person holding this, I can teleport to them whenever I want. That's probably the play, to just get some damage on them. I think I like that. Because otherwise, I'm not in range. I'm only going to do 8 damage and not enough to kill. This does 9, and I get 2 chances at things. And yeah, I think this is actually great. I am going to stun anyway. We don't get the extra damage, but this is still decent damage even as is. I think I want this so then I can get Shroud. I don't know if I need the extra attack. And then I will just stun. Alright, so we end with Shroud. They're gonna start making their way to us. Can't get to us. Please pull the Ranger. Yes, okay. So that still leaves us too far. Okay, so what we can do here is... I think I see an option here of it. Oh, we swapped it with this. I don't know if we wanted that. That's okay. We can grab it back on the Ranger. So yeah, you can change who's carrying the Ram by just swapping with them. What I'm going to do is the Sense Weakness play, I believe. Ah, no, we were saying we wanted to do the Skull Rattle shot. Does that actually matter though? Like, we could even Wild Bloom and hit 2. Granted, it's not a ton on that close one. But making the vines might be helpful here. To prevent the oil slick, the slime tiles. I wonder if Charge from Tusk Charger would swap this with the Ranger. Well, we could probably do enough damage here, so I'm going to go for it. Wow, exposed too. That's incredible. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to swap. Because what I could do. We still do have to take care of this mold as well, which is kind of annoying. I'm wondering if I can Smoke and Mirrors to finish them off. Smoke and Mirrors, then come over here. So ooh, okay. So we can do this. I now take back the Ram. And I can come over here. I could to the rescue here. That might be cool. Does that do enough damage? I mean, the alternative is... Oh my goodness, actually. What am I saying? Do you see the 1,000 cuts here? Boom, boom, boom. That is insane, actually. Because we get to do this 3 times, and we can execute... Yeah, if we get a kill each time, which we have Shroud, and they're all on this low threshold, this is where 1,000 cuts really excels, is spread area damage. Let's show that off. Yeah, that's too cool. And I can even, like, make my way up. And... I might want to end with the Wraith last, because I don't know where they're going to make me run to. But I can at least end here. So we can choose them. Alright, tempo, 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 tempo. Gotta keep moving. So then we can teleport here. this enemy. I wonder who's spawning over here. Okay, and then get rid of this enemy. Totally fine. And maybe Horde Heart will trigger here on some of these annoying ones. They did. Excellent. I don't know who's coming, who's getting spawned down here, but they're about to have a bad time. What do I want to do? Do I want to deal with them? I do have some time. The end of the map is to the right here. Yeah, I think if we, all three of us, focus on that, there's no way they end up surviving that, right? So I can just come here and then grab. There's no one with strengthen at the moment. Gain the grit and the turn. Like, they're so far away. These skeletons are no problem. Okay, great. You see an enemy right here. I think we want to take this one down and just do as much as we can immediately. So I think, I mean, this is already 14 damage, 15, 16, 17 damage. We like have it already. Yeah, okay. Ooh, what we can do. What do we want to do with the ranger? I kind of want to just start running them. Do they want to go somewhere? I want to position people over here to break the rocks. I'll show you why. There is a chest up here that I'm trying to get to. So I do want to end up going north. I can use this teleporter to get there, but... So I kind of want to position people up near these top rocks. With that in mind, I need to do an attack first and then go through the teleporter. But I have like nothing that's good. I can just kind of end there. Can I afford to take this whole round and then get in position next round? I think I probably can. Which then would give us tons of space. Because then I could go scout ahead and here and then do the rogue, and then my Vanguard has their entire turn free. Then we spend another turn where we're kind of out of range of that skeleton. Do we want to try to go? No, I think I do want to, because he's going to mess our movement up a ton, and I just don't want to deal with him. So let's deal with him now. So let's do... we do have... Alright, so we've used all our regular stuns. We do have to rely on the characters themselves. But Scout Ahead will get me the strength that I'm kind of looking for. Okay. I'm okay with this. I'm gonna head here. here. And expose to set up the combo that you all know and love. So this is going to be an easy sense weakness. Now this is guaranteed. Very easy. Oh, nice. And we even went the way we wanted to be honest. I think I want to just clear some of these. Ugh. I don't really want to clear these rocks. But we could just come this way. How far is he going? 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're okay this round. So it's just the Vanguard left. And smoke and mirrors, where is that? Teleport 3. We could use that to get him over here. I think I want to just sop up as much of this as I can. Okay. Well, we did it. All in one fell swoop. I want to get in position here, maybe. Guess I could just grab this, huh? Okay. Alright, well that's great. That gives us even more time. So we're going to position our friends in a line here. I just don't know what's going to come through that gate. Well, I kind of do. It's going to be some of the revenants. Is there anything I want to strengthen up? Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Greed is good. Oh, let's get the ranger in range here. Ooh, that's what we can do. Is give our rogue a bunch of vines to just buff up with. We can go here. Then we can use our rogue to create is good. Alright, so we'll skip the move here. And let's see what we're working with. Alright, we got our -1 out of there. Ooh, and we can even Echo Shear. So yeah, we gotta get the ram all the way over here. I want to get this chest and take down both of these revenants in 2 rounds. So this is a bit of a chore, but I think we can make it happen. Strengthen up a bit more. So the key is that if you're at least 3 away, then they have to take, and they'll target the lower health. So that's always going to be the ranger here. We purposely are at least 3 or 4. So they 1, 2, 3, we're not in range. So we skip half of their attack. So we are mitigating a lot of damage. Since ranger's the lower health again, it's them. But what this does is we now have a beautiful... Nice. Oh wow, they still got to it. That's hilarious. Alright, so we now have a perfect setup for a blade fall. And we have a bunch of lava rocks to just decimate this. We just need them close enough to health range that the rogue can 1,000 cuts them. So let's start with that blade fall. This is what we're saving this all for, so a nice attack to start. Alright. And we're just gonna start moving towards this. We still can 1, 2, 3 if we need to just get rid of that. But what we can do now is scout ahead. They're both equal. I don't know if it matters then. I want to... It doesn't, it really doesn't matter. Those two, cool. We're gonna end 3 away from both of them, then I can... And we just want to make sure they're low enough range that this is doing a cumulative 19. So with the exposed, this is plenty to put them in range of death. Okay. Sweet. Get another 3 strength. Gone. Come on, drop loot. Oh. Alright. You drop loot, please. And this is... Wow. Even enough damage directly. Loot? Ugh. So unlucky. Well, if that's the case, then we can very easily just run over here. Bit of a bummer. Neither of them drop Revenant shards. Oh well. Skip that. Okay. Alright, so we have 1 round left. We are in very good position here to simply blade fall. Get rid of all these. And get out of the way for the ranger. Then the rogue can simply grease good. Grab this chest. And then, yeah, we'll just grab that. Okay. So then we just need to get the rest of the way, which we have with snaring vines. Alright. Exit hex, and we have done it. Alright, GG's. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.